G'day folks, and welcome back to another Railroad Tycoon, number 2, the Platinum Edition. I'm going to...
Well, good job there. Now that the ball is rolling, how about stretching that rail to the west coast?
Alright, thanks Al. Thanks Al for the introduction, and for talking over the top of me. I really appreciate it. This one here... Now, I have played this one before, and I'm fairly sure that the St. Louis to Sacramento is probably going to be my preferred option for this one. So I'm going to run...
if you thought it was tough back east, wait till you try to connect to the west. You'll need to use every resource available to reach your goal. Men, metal, and money will only get you so far. You'll need the determination of the original Iron Men to make this dream a reality. Wake up! I'm talking to you. I don't know about you whippersnappers these days. Now, if by some miracle you do make it, there'll be a celebration around the nation the likes we've never seen.
Alright, there we go, Al. Thanks a lot. In interest of opening up the West and building unity among the states, the US government is subsidising westward expansion by the railroads. The large land grants and subsidies have begun to flow to fulfill the connection choice you made on the campaign screen. So that's Sacramento to St. Louis. And haul 6 loads between the two selected cities by 1882. So for silver, I'm going to have to run some equity of $10 million, same year. And for gold, I'm going to have a personal net worth of $8 million. And they're cutting off 5 years off our rundown to 78. So for personal wealth, we're going to actually have to look at the stocks this time. This one's the first stock I'm going to run as much player investment and outside investment I can. I'm going to run Crawford Rails. So my name is Collis Huntington this time around, CEO of my company, and these guys haven't actually made a company yet, but I'm going to wait to invest in them. So St. Louis must be somewhere around here. There we go, just there. So I'm not going to run to the west just yet. I'm going to try to make a little bit of money from some of these bigger areas. So we've got some Milwaukee, Madison, and Chicago. So I'm gonna put a little train station in St. Louis. I don't actually know how I'm gonna. Well, there we go. I can run it straight to the middle like that. That should be okay. But I might see if I can put my train station somewhere in the middle. There would be fine if I can get there. So for now I'll just leave it there. Now that concerns me a little bit that I can't. So St. Louis is up, and I want Chicago as well because I want this little area because they're very close together, and we'll have a nice chance to. So I'm not quite sure where's going to be the best place. Actually, I can get Chicago and Gary in there, but I don't want that. I want. Well, there we go. That'll do. Just there, and that'll give me room. That should give me enough room to put a large station in when it expands. Although I do want a large station in there now because it's not going to fit. Must be a way I can get this in here somewhere. So I can get Chicago in there like that. That'll have to do. And hopefully I can run straight to, yep, there we go, like that. So I want this to go through Peoria. Because more than anything, I want a good money flow coming in through. Why is that not connecting up like to there? Right, we've got some milk, got some grain, And the last one I think is Milwaukee, because I want that one on there too. Now, I wonder if I can probably connect Milwaukee. No, I'm not going to be able to. Let's try. Probably I don't really want to get all these Madison houses in, but I will have to. I'm probably out of money now. Let's start with one loan. There's Madison connected as well. So right now I've got a fair few towns in my scope, and Gary as well as the last one. Gary, I can't connect with a little one like this. No, we'll go medium at least. So there, Gary's in the loop, and I can probably get away without having anything major in the works just yet. And I want to go to Milwaukee back again. So this will be my Milwaukee route. That's number one on the station trains. And then we've got to get one from Gary. Actually, no, maybe I'll run to Chicago. I'll run the Chicago St. Louis route. So Chicago down to Peoria. I might go that way actually. So then Chicago's going straight to St. Louis. But the problem is Gary isn't actually in the loop. Hasn't got anything going on right now. That should be it. But I think that's kind of okay for the moment. When we get a bit more growth in Chicago, I might try to. Actually, all Gary's houses are there, so they should still expand. So we'll come back to that a bit later on. Now we've got some grain going on here. Do we have a? Yeah, we've got some grain. I'm going to max out that grain, and then I'm going to make some bread, some lovely bread. And then from Chicago back to Peoria, I'll just run those. And there was something else I saw as well, somewhere. Oh, I should have run that one down to get that grain there, but that'll be fine. This one was also making milk, and I'm sure Chicago would like some milk. Chicago milk number 5. What about St. Louis? Milk is at 3. And Milwaukee has milk at 3 as well, so I'm going to run an alternate run. So hopefully we don't see the value of milk to, plummet too much for overpopulation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a nice little run up to Chicago, then back. Once it's full again, it'll run down to St. Louis. And we can go from there. I might even get this one running, and I'll send that one up to Chicago as well. Although Gary does want some milk. I find it kind of funny that. So, do we have any other companies starting up yet? No. What I was waiting for is a chance to make a bit of money on buying some shares from the other companies. But we should get a little bit of notification. Oh, there we go. San Francisco Northern, just like I was expecting. I'm hoping that my shares split up here, so I can afford to kind of go about my thing. Now Chicago, how's Chicago going for? Okay, so we've got this little bit. Now I can see, that's what I was seeing here. I can see these milk, and I can see this. So I'm going to run a milk train up to Gary and back, because that should be enough. Give me enough time. Oh, once it's full, I wish I had stopped doing that. Once it's full, milk up to Gary. And from Gary back to St. Louis, I'll just put a car train that might stop at Peoria. And then this grain is going to have to go. Might go to Peoria as well. So we've got some grain and back to St. Louis. So, oops, wrong one. So we've got some bread in there. And we don't want to send anything from St. Louis to St. Louis Junction. Now that I've got a bit of cash flow going in through, I will put something a little bit of an upgrade in there, because there we go, plenty of money again. So I'll put a roundhouse in there, because eventually I am going to need that. And I'm going to put one in fill up St. Louis with some gear as well. I'll fit it out with the works, and I might even upgrade. If I could afford a large restaurant, no. I thought it was $1,000. There we go, I can fit both of those in. So hopefully that'll give me a little bit more money from those traffic trains. There we go. I split for 2 for 1 just then. And is there only one? Oh, we've got a lot of companies that I missed out on. Oops. So I want to get some primary dollars straight into these ones while they're at a low price. So if I'm in a recession, I should be pretty fine. Because I don't tend to pay dividends out, as you can see, but the other companies will, and I want to capitalise on that, and I want to capitalise on the chance that they could split their company money as well, their shares. So I did see a steel thing there. We've got some steel up here, and we have a lot of grain going on here. Now the question is, where is the easiest way? I know Denver is where I want to be, because Denver's got a nice little a bit of a niche going on here. And then I'm going to run up through Denver, maybe into Salt Lake City, probably around that mountain, and then I want to run it straight down to Sacramento. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. This company has already put a station in Sacramento, so I'm going to make sure. Now, which one's that? What's the San Francisco Northern? Probably. They're not very original in their names, so I'm going to try to make sure I can get a majority share in this one, so I can take over it in the future. So now we're having a whole lot of money going on here. So I'm just going to check up on a few of the. We've got a fair few passengers coming here from St. Louis, but I'm going to run them to Jefferson and Kansas. What do we got? Your manager suggests establishing a railroad contracting company to help you earn a bit more money from your own construction. You're able to charge whatever you want and pass along the bill to the government. So it's going to be plenty of money, but so it's going to make track construction really cheap for me. But I could get a little bit of a fine. I didn't want to risk it, but I'm probably going to have to, I think, because so this one here has gone up a bit in price. So has this San Francisco Northern, but I'm going to wait till they kind of plummet before I buy more shares, because I don't really afford to do anything with them at the moment. Now there we go. We've got a fair bit of money coming in just then. So we've got Jefferson City rolling in there. There we go. I can't actually afford to build it. Now the concern that I have is, because I'm going to have to run trains across at some stage, I would like to make sure that that my trains are running at full capacity when they're going over those bridges. So I am going to be willing to pay a little bit more for them. We've got 330, that's enough for a bridge, but it's not enough to get me that little bit of traffic, a little bit of like that. Now the question is, how much do I need to put into Jeff's? Now, I'm going to put it there like that. So Jefferson City, to connect her up, it's going to need to be about there. So I'm actually going to have to make a bit of a dog leg. I should have thought about this in advance and ducked it up under and around. That's okay though. Can't be helped. So I'm going to put a smaller station in there. Put that station there because I can see this grain going on here, and I'm going to have run to Denver, so I'm going to make it run up through. The next station is Kansas, so I want it to run probably. Let's see which way it's going to take me. I might actually run it down there like that and see if I can save myself a little bit of money in that regard. So Jefferson is now on the scheme. Next is Kansas, because Toto, we will go to Kansas. I'm going to run a little bit of thing there, so just in case, because I don't really know which way I'm going to set up, and I don't like to be prepared for in advance. We've got Topeka there as well. I might see if I can fit a station in there somewhere. I was hoping to kind of get it there. I'm going to miss out on that. I might have to redo this. See if we can get it up in the middle of there. No. I might have to. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to redo the bit of this train track. Luckily for me, I've got cheap train tracks at the moment. I might even leave that there as a I actually should be checking my shares a bit more often. So we've got 96. I might actually sell one of those to give me a little bit more money. While these San Francisco shares are a bit lower, might give that a go as well. Because I do ultimately need to take over that company, or I do want to. So Topeka is on the list again. San Francisco down to Topeka. I will actually get rid of all that train track because it's going to cost me a little bit in maintenance. And in the long run, I would like every dollar spare that I have. So I'm going to run a train in between these. Probably St. Louis as well, actually. Might start at St. Louis. So I'm going to make a bit of a runway train system along here, and I'm going to put a. I'm going to make Kansas. It's not going to be enough, not quite enough to. There we go, and water tower in there. So I'll make Kansas City my hub for the moment. And I'm going to put a little station in here at the... because I want to make a little bit of money off that. I'm going to capitalise on that, on how close those grain, that grain silo is to that bakery in particular. So when we're saying very lucrative, I'm going to have to... it concerns me when other companies try to... because other companies will buy my very lucrative businesses like that one. Damn it, I missed out. So that's San Francisco Northern at least, so that's the one that I intend to... that's what I intend to take over. So I'm just going to try to sell out while they're a bit high. And is there anything else here that would be worth buying at the moment? Probably, maybe that bakery. No. So good doesn't always mean that they're making money. I think that these, like the services kind of things, like the bakeries and things, will always say good because they, if you own them and they don't have anything going through them, they don't make any money. They don't lose anything either. So I suppose it's good. It's a good way to invest. Now the question is, I want to go to Kearney or Dodge City, or do I want to go straight in between? I might actually go to straight in between because of all these grain silos. Houston I've actually got a fair bit of shares in.